Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Marita and I make videos on many different topics. My YouTube shorts, my shorts part of this YouTube channel is a lot more satire than my long form videos. I'm going to try to make at least one long form video a week. I don't know how that's gonna work. I've started writing scripts. I'm actually getting good at this because I've just tonight reached 60 subscribers, which you may think that's not a lot. It's a lot to me, and I want to make quality content and hopefully one day get monetized. And how to get monetized is you have to have, I'm pretty sure the only long form videos count as valid watch hours. So let's get started. Today's topic is going to be meaningful quotes I found on Pinterest. Some will be more satire. A lot of them are really dark. So if certain mental health topics are a little bit triggering for you right now, maybe skip. Actually, no, you don't really need a trigger warning for this because there's nothing that's like super. I'll give trigger warnings for the ones that need trigger warnings. But anyways, let's get to it. Let's start off with the first quote. Do you ever just look at a family member and think, how the fuck am I related to this? Okay. And after each quote, I'm obviously gonna have commentary. Yes. Absolutely yes. My father, my stepfather, my mother, my great uncle who was like a Nazi and sex trafficked people. I have a complicated family history, okay, guys? Anyways, on to the next. Someday, someone will look at you like Dean Winchester looks at pie. This one, I found my Dean Winchester, and I am pie. I am pie, and he's Dean Winchester. Except I'm not that lucky. If 15-year-old Jensen Ackles came my way, I would leave my boyfriend in a heartbeat. Okay. Anyways, that's my commentary on that one. You're gonna find your person who looks at you like Dean Winchester looks at pie. I promise you, it's gonna happen. Anyways, on to the next one. Aspire to inspire before you expire. This quote is basically just saying, try to change somebody else's life before your life is over. Try to positively impact someone else's life before you can't make any positive impacts. On to the next quote. Guys, I was just talking about this quote and I forgot to unpause the video. I was talking to myself for a minute. Okay. Anyways, this quote is very deep. And I relate to it, except a lot of people know that I'm not okay, but they don't ask questions. They just know that there's something wrong with my brain. Anyways, on to the next one. Enjoy life. There's plenty of time to be dead. This quote is 100% accurate. You won't, like, literally YOLO. You only live once, okay? So, live with that information what you will, because you get one chance to be effective in your life. So use the opportunities that are given to you. Okay? I know this angle is not the best. It would be better if I could film like here, but I don't have a mount right now, so you guys are sitting on my bed. Anyways, the next one is a little bit deeper than the previous ones. Once the heart gets too heavy with pain, people don't cry, they just turn silent, completely silent. This one is very, yeah. I feel like when people, their heads get a little bit too dark, they just kind of turn numb. They're not sad, they're not crying, they're just a little numb, you know? Anyways, on to the next one. That was a little bit too deep. Marita, you're not being silly anymore. I hide the pain because no one knows what to do with it. Yeah, this one actually will make sense to a lot of people because like, people obviously know that there's something wrong, but, like, you can't share anything or you're gonna be seen as different. People are gonna see you differently, or people are gonna judge you, people are gonna report you, people will just feel sympathy for you that you don't want. Anyways, on to the next. Crying is a way we speak when your mouth can't explain how broken your heart is. This one is very, hold up. I want to color. This one's very, that quote is quite, how do I explain it? I would say that quote's a bit on the explanatory side. It's how a lot of people feel, but they don't really know a good way to put it, you know? Like, sometimes I just cry for no reason. I mean, there's obviously reasons, but I don't have the means to voice those reasons out to people, so I'm just sobbing. It's a way to communicate that something is wrong. Anyways, I have to go take my pills now. I'll be back with the next quote. This one, I don't really have any context for this one. This is just another random Pinterest quote. Where is it? How did that sweet little girl turn into such a horrid creature? This one, I think it's just kind of explaining how different life experiences will shape somebody into somebody that they don't want to be, you know? I think that's the meaning that's supposed to be taken out of this quote. Moving on to the next. Oh my god, I love this one. Be careful who you trust. Remember, the devil was once an angel. Dean Winchester! I love Dean Winchester quotes. Dean Winchester has all the best quotes. Okay? Every quote that comes out of his mouth is great, okay? There's no denying that. Anyways, I feel like we should move on to the next one, because that one it's pretty obvious. Even somebody that you think is good can be really bad, okay? Your neighbor next door could be a pedophile. Who knows? Anyways, on to the next. This one's also by somebody that I like. A lot of parents will do anything for their kids except let them be themselves. Banksy. Holy shit. I'm so bad at technology. Banksy's an artist, I believe. He's the one that made like those super famous paintings. It's like super anonymous. Anyways, on to the next one. Okay. This one is by an unknown author. There's a lot of quotes by unknown authors. When a child is punished for their honesty, they begin to lie. I feel this in the deepest pit of my stomach. I lie to my parents all the time because I get punished for the truth. It sucks, but that's the reality some kids live with. The next quote, I guess. Trigger warning. I'm inserting trigger warning right here. This has this quote has slight mentions of self-deletion. Do with that information what you will. I've spent my life resisting the desire to end it. By Franz Kafka. This one is, yeah. If you're struggling with any thoughts like this, please reach out to certain organizations. Obviously 988 is not the best choice to reach out to. People will tell you, reach out to 988. Honestly, the government has started to defund 988, so there's better resources online for places that you could go to and things and people that you can call. So, anyways, moving on to the next quote. From my rotting body, flowers shall grow, and I am in them, and that is eternity. Edvard Munch. Okay, this quote is basically saying that when you die, your body will be turned into something kind of beautiful and symbolic that will last for the rest of eternity. you'll be able to exist in some other form other than what you were given, you know? Anyways, on to the next. This one is also by an unknown author, by the way. Some children are simply born with tragedy in their blood. I relate to this quote a lot because I feel like my life was just kind of destined to be shitty. That's just what the universe decided for me. It just decided, you know what, both your parents are going to be alcoholics, one of them's going to die, it is also going to be abusive, so you're going to be left with some hella conflicting emotions. Yeah, by the way, that is really conflicting. Like, imagine your parent dies, but your parent was also abusive, but also you did have some good times with them. Like, sometimes you'd make brownies, but then the next day you'd get the shit beat out of you because your dad thought you ate half a bag of chocolate chips when you used them to make the brownies. It's very conflicting. Conflicting emotions. Anyways, my last quote is pretty standard to the last ones. So many broken children living in grown bodies, mimicking adult lives. This quote is just explaining how you can never really heal from childhood trauma. It's always there. There's always that broken little kid inside of you that just has to keep on going with your active life. And you keep having to live in such manner. Anyways, that is all the quotes that I have for now. I will see about posting a part 2 to this video of more quotes. Let me know in the comments if that is something you'd like. If you actually made it to the end of this video, then congratulations, you are in the top less than 1% because nobody actually watches my long form videos. But if you did make it to the end of this video, what's a question that you could answer in the comments? What is the most unique ESSA you've seen? Emotional support stuffed animal. Mine is probably either my beaver or my dinosaur. Anyways, leave that comment down below, and also comment if you want a part 2 to deep, meaningful quotes. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. Love ya.